inside the thing that was apparently bad.
Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so
Holy
much to
shit.
learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to die, but I am intrigued to find out
Welcome to
more.
Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Oh, shut up.
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this?
Zero Dawn was immensely complicated. Staffs and farms had to be neglected. Fluent in Polish. The who can subdue embryologist. Please respond.
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Not a minimum unit. Human sources. I'm trying to, like, get rid of all the fodder that means nothing to me.
Keep that for later.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
What would it be possible to improve the sound of the VR remote?
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
For the 5th time, please restock this long selection of bubble teas. She is fed the fuck up. I don't really think I need this. We've got wire. Oh, we're almost out of wire. We need spark. I should have bought stuff. I should have seriously bought stuff.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
There's gonna be a fight after
I
this.
am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, The robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Paris, out.
I was right. It's clones. I was right. She's a clone. It cloned everyone. Everyone's a clone.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
Saved.
I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
And enemies.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
Look alive.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
No monstrous
We're
darkness.
going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I see. She wants to continue humanity and preserve everything with it. I see.
Whoa! What's up there? Face the sun! Blood!
Close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I know.
It was Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Candidates really must be 11 as big at the time. It's important to be aware that candidates must be severe triggers for severe. Triggers for severe. Do not assume silence or outward comments indicates. Do not assume silence or outward comments. It is essential for stress for all other options to counting the fire play. It's have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm and on feasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform the security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You've had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew?
Oh.
This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia.
Mother.
Mother Nature as an
The
AI.
All-Mother.
But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good.
Wow.
How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries.
Whoa!
From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
I can't believe it.
Whole Earth destroyed.
We gotta protect Gaia.
Remade?
They can't.
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this.
What the hell?
For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh?
Yeah, Hades was on there.
Why does it want to kill me? And
I have to
Apollo.
I have to record that. Like I have to like save recent gameplay. So like the last 5 minutes. Cause holy hell.
The archive of knowledge. What happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
And then more people to fight. You are in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose classified. We cannot be allowed to. There are 3 options available to this. Please consider each carefully. Participation in projects. You be aware that the way forward will be difficult. The project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work at a minimum of 80 hours per week. Your communication with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family of 2 persons of your choosing. 2 persons of your choosing. At least you have habitat to live out there and remain for your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline, we get 48 minutes to consider. Embrace your decision to refuse every reasonable attempt will be made to make his call to his friend, but you're not going to do Zero Dawn floors abandoned. Detainees who wish not to opt for medical units. Ooh. The information you have just received understandably calls into the question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, the pain-free medical euthanasia. Oh my gosh. Euthanasia. Jesus. So you can either wait and be in this death, you know, be in this dead world, participate, or kill yourself. Life, death, pain. One or the other. Honestly, I can understand this. You cannot risk this information getting out there because then Hades will learn about it. But Hades is bad. Hades is bad.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
That is atonement. Yeah, that is atonement. Wow, for that guy, that is atonement. To spend out the rest of your days fixing this. That is, yeah. Your time here is finished. That is some sort of beautiful finality to it. To be able to say, our time here is finished, but we can put in the seeds of a new life. God damn. That is beautiful as shit. Holy hell, that is beautiful. Wow.
You're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Suzanne Albert wasn't part of it.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection.
Inaccessible.
Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised.
Wow.
No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Yeah, you have three options. You can... you will be detained. You will live, and as soon as the 18 months are over, you can live in that lifeless rock. Which you will die immediately after being released, because there's literally nothing for you. God, that is so interesting. Also, let's move on. The hell? Stranded shackles. Hades will bring back a world. We will have to fight those things again. Or maybe... Okay, so in a Greek perspective, Final Fantasy XIV does this too. If you don't want to hear spoilers, please like cover your ears for like 5 minutes, or until I unpause the button. You can just turn off the audio and you can return on the audio when I unpause the game. But in Final Fantasy XIV, before I get to that, Hades is, plain and simple as Greek mythology puts it, is the watcher of the souls in the underworld. All right. The way Final Fantasy does it, and I'm sure a lot of things did too, is that there's a character that ends up being bad. But he was originally a hero, or not even a hero, but a leader of his civilization. But his civilization was wiped out. But he survived. And he made it his life's goal to bring back every soul that was left wiped out by the calamity that came upon them. And in the wake, he didn't call himself Hades. His name was already Hades. But his name was given meaning, or it wasn't giving meaning, but he tasked himself with being the one who shall bring back every soul. And in order to do this, he remembers every single soul. And his task with being able to bring them back to the land of the living so they can continue to live out their lives. Maybe in this version, Hades is the guy who is supposed to bring back humanity, educate them about the world so they can rebuild and start over. But something about Hades was bad. Something about Hades is bad. Apparently, he did not do what I thought he did. It is vitally important that candidates choose how to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion or without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they are selected due to their skill and sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may block on the morality of extending their lifespans as beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium isn't not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect the ethical misgiving to what's good committed to the project. The candidates rebalance the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn. Permit them to review Dr. Sobek's representative as many times as they wish, and on limits the minority of candidates will allow for medical euthanasia. Candidates who elect the independent detention will be forwarded. Yeah, you have 48 hours to be like, okay, you can say no. After which, nothing. You can't leave. You can't just change your mind. They want to solidify it. You got to be able to see, like...
Intruder! Get her!
All right.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
This is not a...
Power's down. I've done this before.
Blood!
No! 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 Fuck! Fuck! Anyways. I'm not gonna be a little loser like that. It's kinda lame.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Let this be. Only a little blood. Let this darken the sky. Ow, ow. Feel that tomorrow. Guide this through the tunnel. Gonna make you pay for that.
No, you wanna act stupid? You wanna act stupid? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I can act dumb with you. I can act dumb with you. Come on. You wanna act tough when you fucking wanna fight me? Let's go! Let's act tough now! Come on, man! This joke is ridiculous. Anyways, he's so trash. And we get resource boxes too. Let's go.
those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day? I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it.
I mean, yeah,
Meanwhile,
you can
my little
get
honey
your
of a
ass on
counselor,
out there.
she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
So he said, yeah. Watching porn? Sign me up. I can't stand that fool. So, let me get this straight. He didn't believe in it, but he was like, sure.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of
Sorry,
my
I'm breathing
talks.
into my hands because
Another
it's
unfair
cold.
chance.
It is
Of all
cold.
the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion.
Yeah.
This opportunity, I must do this.
Bingo! You are strong. You understand. That little other girl who chose death. Like, sucks for her, but you know, it's simple. It's real. Like, it is what it is. Accept the finality of your world. If you want to die before it happens, I can't say. I mean, yeah, it is a bad way out. You know, I wouldn't choose suicide, especially when you can work towards a future for something bigger than yourself. And it is bigger than yourself. It's okay to be selfish, but it's not okay to just. It's okay to be selfish, but it's also, but it's not okay to be ignorant. You know what I mean? So like,
I hashed it out with them what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo.
we
haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few
so the
thousand
idea of a
years.
concentrated biosphere
So the
is
idea of a
horrifying.
reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, I'm gonna work towards something. I'm gonna work towards this, but I'm offing myself afterwards. Which, you know, still frown upon that. I still frown upon it. But you can't say he also didn't make an effort to put his efforts into a future on hold. Can't say he didn't do that, because he totally did. Oh, we're not going in there. Holy hell, this is afraid. This is getting me a little bit riled up. You know what? I'll take this with me.
Forget about traveling light.
Let's take this with me.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Alright, we're gonna drop this. And...
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Is reversed. So... what does that mean? If it's reversed, what does that mean? What does that mean if it's reversed? What does that mean? Oh. Left. So it was late. Okay, so we're going right, down, left, up, left. Alright, so right. Right. Down.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
This thing moves with me. Me alone.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Down. Right, or left. Down, left. Or up, left, down, right. Up. Up, right, down, left. Down, right. Up, there, down. Ooh, that's backwards as shit. Okay, that is down. That is down. No. Down. Other way. Up.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Not alone.
Avoid contact. Can you reach it? You should totally do it. What? Motherfucker.
Intruder! You cannot hide.
Right arm.
gun can't save you now. Try to run. Ready for the shadows sting.